Have you ever felt like life passed you by? That your chances are gone, your dreams are over, and you're too late to start again? What if I told you that a man who built a global empire started with nothing but a recipe, a white suit, and a belief that it was never too late? What if I told you he was 65 years old when he began? This is the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders. Not the story of fast food, but the story of fast comebacks. A story of grit, of decades of failure, and of a spirit so strong, the world couldn't ignore it forever. Let's dive into 5 powerful life lessons from Colonel Sanders, each one forged in pain, pressure, and persistence. Each one a step on the road to legendary success. Colonel Harlan Sanders didn't wake up successful. He was born in 1890 in Henryville, Indiana. When he was just 6, his father died. His mother had to work long hours, and young Harlan became the family cook. Life didn't give him time to dream. It demanded survival. By 7th grade, he dropped out of school. He worked as a farmhand, as a soldier, a railroad fireman. He studied law, but lost his career after a courtroom brawl. He sold insurance and failed, ran a ferryboat business and moved on, tried manufacturing and broke down, started a lighting company that went nowhere. Every chapter ended with disappointment. Most people would have given up. Sanders didn't. His journey was a collage of missteps and defeats. Yet every failure taught him something new: resilience, resourcefulness, humility. In his 40s, he began cooking for travelers at a gas station. Fried chicken, creamy mashed potatoes, buttermilk biscuits. He served them at a simple table in his home. The food was a hit. His first real success. Lesson number 1. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning. Every setback prepared him for the comeback. Failure didn't mean he wasn't good enough. It meant the journey wasn't over yet. Ask yourself, are you letting failure define you or refine you? Sanders didn't build his empire by chasing money. He built it by serving others. When he cooked for travelers in Corbin, Kentucky, it wasn't just about food. It was about comfort, about hospitality. Word spread quickly. People came not just for gas, but for his meals. He was in his 40s, finally finding traction. He turned the gas station into a full-service restaurant. He worked day and night, refining his chicken recipe, 11 herbs and spices. The crunch, the flavor, the seasoning. He treated every dish as a signature. He poured love into his work, into serving others. But then, the highway system was rerouted. The new interstate bypassed his restaurant. Traffic dried up. Business collapsed. He was 65 years old, broke, and had only $105 to his name. That could have been the final chapter. But he remembered what people loved: his chicken, his service, his flavor. He believed if he could serve again, he could rise again. Lesson number 2. Purpose is found in service. You don't need a billion-dollar idea. You need a heart that serves. That's what people follow. That's what builds loyalty. Your greatest idea might be the one that helps someone else. At 65, Harlan Sanders loaded up his car. In the back seat, a pressure cooker, bags of flour, and his handwritten recipe. He drove across the country, offering restaurants his chicken recipe in exchange for a small commission per sale. He cooked in kitchens, slept in his car, ate scraps, dressed in his white suit with pride, even when mocked. And he was rejected 1,009 times. Let that sink in. He heard the word no over 1,000 times. But on the 1,010th try, a restaurant said yes. That one yes was the match that lit the flame. Others followed. Franchises spread. His name gained recognition. His food became a sensation. Within years, there were over 600 KFC outlets. Lesson number 3. Rejection builds resilience. If you're afraid of hearing no, you'll never hear yes. Every rejection is a redirection. Every closed door is a test. Will you stop, or will you knock again? Sanders knocked 1,010 times. How many times will you? Society told Sanders he was too old. That success was for the young. But Sanders knew better. He used age as a strength, not a sentence. He carried his decades of failure like armor. He had perspective, patience, experience. He franchised his business, became a national figure. At 73, he sold his stake for $2 million, but continued working as the brand's ambassador. He visited stores, greeted customers, appeared in ads, and inspired millions with his story. He never stopped, never slowed down. Lesson number 4. It's never too late to start again. The clock isn't your enemy. Complacency is. Don't count the years you've lived. Count the dreams still alive inside you. If Sanders could rise from failure at 65, what's stopping you at 30, 40, 60? Your timing isn't late. It's right when you decide it is. Colonel Sanders built more than a business. He built a legacy. His face became iconic. His suit, his voice, his story etched into culture. KFC became a global brand with thousands of outlets. But his legacy isn't just fried chicken. It's belief. It's proof that you can rise from any low, at any age, and build something unforgettable. He inspired generations of entrepreneurs. He made it okay to start late, to fail forward, to keep believing when no one else does. His wealth wasn't just money, it was meaning, purpose, impact. Lesson number 5. Legacy is greater than wealth. You'll be remembered for how you lived, not just what you earned. So build something that lasts, something that uplifts, something that outlives you. So, what's your excuse? Too old? Too late? Too many failures? Colonel Sanders started with less than most. He faced more rejection than most. He failed more than most. But he finished with more impact than most ever will. And now it's your turn. Subscribe if this story lit a fire inside you. Because more stories like this are coming. Share this video with someone who feels stuck. Someone who thinks they're too late. Remind them, failure isn't fatal. Rejection isn't personal. And age is just a number. It's not too late to start. It's too late to keep waiting. Start now. Leave your mark. Build your legacy.